You tear your way out of the egg under a pile of sun-warmed leaves. The shell splits in damp pieces, and you slide out, no thicker than a pencil. A few weeks ago, your mother buried dozens of these eggs in a shallow nest under loose soil. She left the moment she was done. Boomslang mothers don't guard. They don't protect. They just disappear. Now it's you and your siblings, crawling blind into a world that wants to kill you. Overhead, the calls of shrikes echo, a bird known as the butcher bird. They dive on small reptiles and pin them onto thorns like trophies. One shadow, one wrong twitch, and you're nothing more than decoration. You flatten your scales against the soil, waiting until the air stills. The danger passes, for now. Hunger presses hard. You're born venomous, but your venom is slow, hemotoxic. It doesn't stop hearts in seconds like a cobra's does. It makes bodies bleed inside, shutting down clotting until the prey dies quietly. But that takes time. Time small prey can use to escape. Your first target is a grasshopper. You line up, strike fast, and hold, waiting as your venom seeps in. It kicks, jerks, then falls still. You swallow it whole, your first real kill. Over the next days, you find tiny frogs, newborn lizards, anything you can fit inside your jaws. Each time, you must wait, watching as venom does its work. Sometimes the prey vanishes before it dies, lost in the grass. Each failure leaves your body weaker, your hunger sharper. By a few weeks old, you leave the ground. You are not built for ambush like a gaboon viper, nor brute speed like a black mamba. Your gift is the canopy. Branch by branch, you rise, body weaving through twigs like a living rope. Up here, insects are plentiful, but so are dangers. Monkeys clatter through the branches, eyes quick to spot movement. Raptors glide above, scanning for the faintest flicker of scales. Once, a hornbill sweeps past, its beak snapping inches from your tail. You dive, body dangling by a thin branch, then swing back up, holding still as the bird passes. Your camouflage saves you again, green scales blending perfectly with sunlit leaves. At 2 months, your body is longer, stronger. Prey must be larger now. One evening, you sense movement, a chameleon creeping along a twig. You stalk, tongue flicking, eyes wide. Your strike lands, fangs sinking deep into its side. The chameleon grips the branch, unmoving, as venom seeps into its blood. It takes minutes, but eventually, it falls. You swallow it whole, your body swelling as the lump slides down. For the first time, you feel full, but success comes with risk. That same night, you make another strike, this time at a frog. It writhes violently, and before you can finish, the noise draws something else. A mongoose. It lunges, teeth snapping, and you barely retreat up the trunk. The frog is lost, but so is the mongoose's attention. You learned something important. Your venom kills, but it doesn't kill fast enough. 3 months in, the canopy becomes your kingdom. You slip between branches in silence, your golden eye scanning for nests. Bird chicks become your prize. Weaver nests hang like woven sacks, trembling with life. You approach slowly, always when the parents are gone, then slide your head into the entrance. The chicks gape blindly, thinking you're food. You strike, wait, and swallow one by one. But the parents are not blind forever. Once, a pair of weavers return too soon. They dive and peck furiously at your scales, forcing you to retreat, wings slamming against your head until you drop from the branch into the undergrowth. The lesson burns. Never linger after a kill. You are deadly, but your venom is patience, not speed. Against lizards and birds, it's enough. Against larger animals, it's a curse. Once, you manage to strike a small mammal, a shrew scurrying across a log. You hit, release, and wait. But the shrew doesn't collapse. It staggers, squealing, then vanishes into the brush. Your venom will kill it eventually, but you'll never eat it. You are forced to hunt again, weaker now, burning energy you can't replace. This is why being born as a boomslang sucks. Your body is perfect for stealth, but your venom betrays you. 6 months old, and you're no longer drifting. This patch of trees, with its high canopy and thick cover, becomes yours. You memorize every path, the hollow log where rodents run, the sunny branch where you bask, the shaded nook where you hide when raptors circle. Other boomslangs sometimes appear, but they don't stay. Silent stares, flicking tongues, and then they slip away. This is your ground now. Holding a territory doesn't mean safety. You must defend it every day, not with fights, but with survival. You must stay hidden, stay fed, and stay alive longer than any rival. In the forest, that's the only law. At 9 months, the air changes. It's subtle at first, just a faint trace of pheromones drifting along the leaves, but your tongue tastes it clearly. Another boomslang is near. You follow the invisible trail for hours, weaving higher through the branches until you see her. Coiled in a patch of filtered sunlight, scales shimmering with green and brown. You don't lunge, and you don't fight. Boomslangs don't waste energy on battles the way cobras or vipers do. Instead, you approach slowly, body sliding along the branch in careful waves. She lifts her head once, tongue flicking, but doesn't retreat. That's the only permission you'll get. You circle her once, then again, looping your body closer. Her muscles tighten when you brush her side, but then she relaxes, letting you align. There's no noise, no spectacle, just hours of stillness while your bodies connect. To anyone watching, it would look like nothing at all, just 2 vines twisted together in the canopy. But for your kind, it's everything. Weeks later, she'll descend to the forest floor, dig a shallow nest in the soil, and lay 30 to 50 soft white eggs. She won't guard them. She'll simply cover them with leaves and vanish. And from those eggs, new boomslangs will hatch, miniature versions of you, venomous from birth, but left to fend for themselves in a world already stacked against them. One hunt will define you. Eyes locked on a hanging weaver nest. You dangle upside down, body hooked to the branch, head sliding slowly into the opening. Inside, chicks gape for food. Instead, they get fangs. One by one, you strike, wait, and swallow, leaving the nest empty. The meal bulges your body so much you'll barely need to move for weeks. But every second inside that nest was a gamble. If the parents had returned, they could have beaten you back until you fell. Victory was not skill alone, it was timing. A year passes. You've survived longer than most. You've mastered camouflage, stolen meals from nests, and claimed your patch of forest. But every predator eventually fails. One humid afternoon, you bask too openly on a branch. A shadow passes, broad wings circling above. An eagle. It dives before you can coil. Talons crush your body against the bark, piercing deep into muscle. You strike upward. It lifts you into the air, wings hammering. That is the curse of the boomslang. Against prey, it's perfect. Against predators, it's too slow. You go still in the eagle's grip as the forest drops away beneath you.